I don't deliver gifts on Christmas Eve in Holland. It's on what they call Santa Claus Eve. Of course, Santa Claus is Dutch for St. Nicholas. And, of course, it's a smaller country. I ride my white horse, Amerigo. And we gallop from rooftop to rooftop. So I'm going to be busy tomorrow night.
Now, how does Amerigo carry all the gifts, though? What does he have?
Very carefully. No, we got helpers. I tell you, Amerigo, he's very swift. He used to be a steeple jumper, you know.
Ah.
So it's bred in him.
To get from roof to roof.
I know the kids here in this country, in North America, in Canada, United States, Mexico, they're getting ready for Christmas Eve. But it was the Dutch who brought me to North America.
Wow.
To a place when the Dutch came here called New Amsterdam. That's present-day New York City. I mispronounced New York. How do you say
York.
New York.
New York.
And you know what they do to words, folks? The children, the English settlers, no longer called me Santa Claus, which means St. Nicholas, but they said Santa Claus. So Santa Claus means St. Nicholas.
There you go.
The spirit that I tried to follow, which was exemplified by Jesus when he walked the earth. He said, when you do works of mercy and charity, don't let your left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Right.
So that inspired me to deliver under the cover of night. Mm-hmm. That's how that all started.
Interesting.
The chimney thing, how did that get out there?
Well, actually it started in the Netherlands. Back in Patara, we didn't have, that's on the Mediterranean Sea. That's in Asia Minor where I was born. And it was a seaport. And, well, it was in the present country of Turkey. And, you know, think about it. Here I am in all these Thanksgiving parades, and now they call my country Turkey.
Very appropriate.
But anyway, in my day, we didn't have chimneys. But when we came to Europe, it became, well, I'll tell you what happened. I was popular with the eastern part of the Roman Empire, but the West didn't know anything about me. You know, let's face it, Myra and Patara don't exactly pop to mind when you think of major seaports. Mm-hmm. But one day, Princess Theophano, she was the niece of the Emperor of Constantinople, was betrothed to Otto II, the future Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. So she came overland with many troops, and she brought her husband a wedding gift. An icon of yours truly.
Wow.
It still exists. It's in Berkshire, in Germany, behind thick bulletproof glass now, because it's considered a national treasure. There was something else she brought to Italy. What do you think she brought? The dinner fork. We used it at every Christmas dinner. In those days, two-pronger, but it eventually evolved into a four-pronger. So sometimes they say the Italians introduced the French to the dinner fork, which is true, but we're the ones that introduced from Constantinople there, the eastern part of the church, to Italy. But it was from the heart of Europe. It went up to the area which is now modern Germany, that devotion spread to me, and it went to all the countries, including France. And on the eve of my feast, of course, that's tomorrow night here, the sisters decided to honor me. You know what they did? They took up a collection for the needy and the poor, clothing and toys for poor boys and girls. And to protect their anonymity, their identity, so nobody knew where it came from, they'd bring the guests to the doorpost, or the doorstep, pardon me. They'd knock on the door and beat away. And when they said the next day they had several needy families, where did this all come from? It must have been St. Nicholas. Pretty soon, that tradition spread like wildfire, and they had me delivering it, not only to poor children, but to all good boys and girls everywhere. But they dressed me up as a Western Catholic bishop. So many times you see me in Holland, I'm dressed, that's how it happened. Because in the East, this is how I'm dressed as an Eastern bishop today. Mm-hmm. But when it came to the West, I wore Western vestments because that's what they expected from a bishop. Right. It was only natural.
But again, getting back to the, I'm a reporter, got to get back to the original question, the chimney factor. When did that come in?
Well, in Holland, it was the Dutch that spread to Holland from Europe.
Okay.
I used to drop them down the chimney, and I used to have Zwarte Piet. Black Peter would go down the chimney and actually arrange them right there in the wooden shoes. I didn't become an athlete until I came to North America. In fact, one of the disadvantages of coming to North America is two things: milk and cookies.
Ah.
So I started putting on a lot
weight.
of stuff.
Your new shape, huh?
That's right. That's why I got that girthful persona.
Yes, yes.
You know, and by the way, the American Dairy Association loves me this time of year.